Hey guys, Bobby here. So today I thought we'd take a look at this is the Shirogorov Model 95T. And the T comes from this handle pattern. You know, it's supposed to look like a turtle shell. And you know, as soon as I saw this, like the design just really, it just really appealed to me. And you know, it's one of those ones I kind of knew I had to have. And since I've had it, actually, so I ordered this, like literally, I think the day after I received this knife. I liked it so much that, you know, I knew I had to have the T pattern, so I ended up getting this, and I got it in M390. So, and I have to say, it's a terrific knife. It's probably my favorite knife, honestly. I carry it the most out of any other knife in my collection. And it really excels well at every cutting task, you know, that I do anyway. And the fit and finish on this are out of this world. You know, for all the reasons I like this Benza, you know, cuts well, the craftsmanship, right? I mean, this just really takes it almost to another level, you know. Well, let's go over it. So, I mean, you got a full flat grind. I've seen different blade designs on here. You know, I've seen it with jimping, without jimping, where it has this little cutout right there with the jimping. A high flat grind, where the grind starts about right there, and a full flat grind. So, I have the full flat grind version, and I really, really do like it. So I carry this. I've used it for food prep, all kinds of cutting tasks, and you know, it really, really works well. So there's a lot of knives that, you know, I mean, it does well for cutting tasks, but for food prep, not as much. And this one just really, really works well. The action on this, if you can see, is just amazing. Super glass smooth, and it's made with this precision. And there's no slop in it at all, and that's at any point. You know, it's so tight and precise that when it's going down, I mean, it is something else. The stone washing, I'll take a look at it. The stone washing, you guys can see. So that's really fine stone washing, and I like it. The Shirogorov logo, and see, it doesn't have any stone washing here, but you know, I like I like how it gets all this, like the discoloration. You know, it really looks nice to me. So I have not sharpened this, but I do like M390 still. Hold on 1 second. I've not sharpened it, but it's still razor sharp, you know, and I use this knife all the time, like I said, and just about on everything. So still super sharp. You guys see, this is catalog paper. So M390 still, you know, it's gonna hold its edge forever, and it's easy to sharpen. And I know that because of this knife. So this is my Shirogorov Cannabis, and I have sharpened this one. So you guys can see, I did put a mirror edge on it, and I did that pretty quick. So yeah, it didn't take long to do that. I do have a wicked edge, like I said, and you know, so it was it wasn't that hard. Let's see here. But you know, so I really do like M390 still. I like the hardware on here. You know, one thing I would complain about, so two things I'll say. So with this Benza, you get the tools to you know, if you have to maintain your knife or take it apart and clean it, you get the tools for it. I wish Shirogorov would include a tool, you know, to take their knives apart. if you ever had to. So I haven't had to yet. And you know, there's knives that if you wash them, like, you know, kind of wash them out in a sink, and you remove any of that lubrication, I mean, you can almost fill it automatically. And this is not one of them, because I used it for food prep last week, and you know, so I washed it in a sink, and you know, the action is still buttery smooth. I didn't put anything in the pivot since then, and it's still like glass, and it's really impressive. The pocket clip on this is probably I mean, it's functional, aesthetically. I mean, it looks out of this world. You know, there's no other pocket clip like that. You know, and it just makes it makes that look old-fashioned. And that is probably one of my other favorite pocket clips. So you know, when I was buying this, one of the questions I always had was, how big is the knife? You know, because you see some websites has it at 4 inches, some have it at you know, I know it's called the Model 95T because it's 95, I think, millimeters long. You guys can see right there, it's a little over 3.75. I mean, just barely over. 3.75 mark is right there, and the handle ends right next to it. So pretty close, you know. Oh, let's get this back on focus. There we go. So just a little over 3.75 inches. I'll give you guys the weight. So a question I get a lot is, you know, which one do I prefer out of these two? And just for me, it's really just aesthetically. You know, this one is kind of, I don't carry this one as much because it's anodized, and I know like the anodization will wear off eventually. Let's see if it'll focus. You see, like a little bit on the pocket clip. So I don't carry this one as much, and I carry this one all the time. It's a little over 5 ounces. And for such a big knife, you know, that's and you see this one is 4.79. So this one's a little heavier. And you know, I was actually I'm not sure if one of you guys know this. Please put in the comments below. I'm not sure if so this one is S30V and this one is M390. It does feel like it has a different weight to the blades, you know. I'm not sure if this one feels a little lighter and this one feels a little heavier. So I'm not sure if you know, if it weighs more or what, but kind of seems like it. So this one, I mean, they both fly out there. This one's probably a little faster, but both are excellent. If you guys see, so here's the lock bar. It makes it so you can't push it, it won't go all the way over. And it also has a stabilizer where you can't overextend this because of, I don't know if we could see it real good, but basically that plate extends down where it won't go. Right there, you can kind of see that cutout right there. So, you know, you can't push this over too far, which is another just great design feature. I do like the flipper tab. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. It's not as pronounced as says my L51, and you know, it's not as pronounced, but it's really made for light switching. You just come down. You know, you just move your finger down, and it has these grooves for you. And I mean, it just flies out there. It really does. And the action is terrific. And I could do that all day. It's addicting. So, you know, functionally, I love this knife, and aesthetically, it just does it for me. So, one of my other things would be, So like with this Sebenza, right? If it starts to get really worn down, you see mine does have a lot of nicks and scratches, and quite a few of them. And that's because I carry it a lot. But I could send it in for a spa treatment, or if I had any issues with it, I could send it in for a spa treatment or warranty. And because this is made in Russia, it's not going to be as easy, which I'm not honestly sure how it works at all. If you guys have dealt with Shirogorov's warranty service or anything, please let me know how it worked for you. I do like, so you see that cutout right there? And that's for the stop bar. So it's going to wear evenly over time. I have had no issues with this, and I carry it all the time. I really, really do like this knife. Honestly, this knife has kind of slowed down my my knife buying and collecting because, I asked myself, am I gonna carry, whatever knife I buy over this? And usually my answer is no. So, I could have actually overpaid for this, which I did a little bit, but not as much as they were going for at the time. So if you look at my video when I first got this, I bought this from Vlad as well, and he charged me $40 over Shirogorov shop price, and that was mainly for shipping from Russia. So that's a great deal. There's just no way around it. I've seen authorized dealers here in the U.S. and it goes for about 300 to 400 over what they charge in Russia. So, but this is a terrific knife. You see, you pretty much get almost a 1-to-1 on blade to handle ratio. Everything is super precise. I mean, this is really just another class of knife, It's kind of like a Sebenza, I have to say that. The longer you have it, the more you appreciate this. When you first get it, you're like, you flip it, yeah, it's pretty good. But then when you start noticing, like that every single angle on here, I mean the insides, everything, has been touched. There's not one sharp angle on here, you guys can see. And it's just so well made, It's so well done. But it's probably why it's my favorite. Give you guys a few size comparisons. So here's a large Sebenza. I will say this too. I only own a couple of knives that where I buy the exact same model, but like different variations of them. Sebenza 21 is one. My Undenzum, is another. And this F95, that's it. And so that just kind of tells you, how much I like it. Here's a small Sebenza. So, quite a bit bigger than a small Sebenza. But I have to say overall, guys, I really do like this knife. Like I said, it's just, honestly, as a production knife, I don't see it getting better than this. Just performance, aesthetics, attention to detail, everything. So that symbolizes the single row bearing system. And I've showed, so I think it doesn't have anything if it has washers. I do have, this one, I've showed this before. So it's the multi-row bearing system. And it's number 13 out of 100. So there's only 100 of these, that were made. But I will say, I really like this knife. As prices come down in the U.S., so it is a knife manufacturing company, right? Just right now, they're not readily available in the U.S., so the prices are still kind of high. You catch them on the secondary market, for reasonable prices. But I have to say, for me, it was worth it. I just really do enjoy having this. I carry it almost every day. You know, the action is like no other, and the cutting performance is terrific. So, not really sure what else, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.